All right, it's macaroni and cheese time. So I'm gonna have to bring y'all over here because I'm going to make a roux for the cheese. Yeah. So just hold it up. All right. Let me bring you to the other side. And put you right here. I think I had you earlier. Put you right here. Perfecto. Perfecto. Yeah, perfecto. All right, so let's put your fire on low. It's on low. And drop you a half a stick of butter into your pot. Half a stick of butter. Goes in the pot. I have all of the seasonings and I cannot find my seasoned salt. I have looked everywhere for it. Let me wash my hands. All right, so we just waiting on the, y'all know what that is. We're waiting on the butter to melt. In the meantime, I already boiled my noodles. They're right there. So I am going to go ahead and season those with some, you know what? I do have white pepper, but I know majority people don't. So I'm just gonna use black. But I like to put white pepper in my, come on, I know you've been using you a lot today, and y'all know I be heavy on the black pepper. So if you don't like this much black pepper, don't put it in your food. But you gotta remember, this is a lot of pasta. I actually use 2 bags. 2 bags of the medium shells. So, yeah, and all I did was boil it. Just go by the directions on the back of the bag. I think I boiled it for like 10 minutes. So I'm just seasoning my shells until that butter over there melts, right? So you see how black pepper is on every piece of that? All of that. You want your food seasoned. And black pepper is usually pretty good in and mac and cheese. I'm gonna do a little salt. Not much, because cheese has salt. And I ain't trying to have it too salty. You can always add your own salt. I just want it flavored. All right, so back over to the other side. How's that butter doing? It's coming along slowly. It's coming along slowly. But we are making a roux for our sauce. And this is really, okay, they want to do what they want to do. This is really the most, oh, it's because that thing is on. This is the, I don't want it to start. Y'all just love my camera. But it has a mind of its own. Like it don't want to cooperate. Don't want to cooperate. Like let me see. Gimbal, let me. I'm running things. Gimbal, you go where I tell you to go. Can y'all see? I don't have time to mess with that. How it look? It looks just fine. Just fine. All right, so this is boiling, not boiling, melting. I'm going to put some flour in it. That flour and butter is a roux. Cheeses, we have Gouda and some Colby Jack and Velveeta. That's what we're gonna go with. We got some half and half. That's what we're gonna go with. Some paprika. I'm gonna sprinkle some of that on there. And that's it. Oh, we got some sour cream. I'm gonna put a little sugar in it. And then that's it. All right, what do I do with my? So yeah, I guess I could be having my Velveeta cheese ready. Girl, get your Velveeta cheese ready. Get it cut up and squared off. So that's what I'm gonna do. While this butter is over here doing this thing. I'm just gonna cut this into some squares. Because I know a lot of people don't like using Velveeta, but guess what? I like it. And it's what makes my, I mean, I think it makes it good, if you ask me. Makes it creamy. It gives it that creamy taste. Now remember, I am making a lot of cheese because we got a lot of noodles. So normally, do you need this much cheese? No. But we are doing double. All right. Our butter is melted. So let's come back up and how are we looking? Yeah. Oh, add some flour. I'm gonna use this little teaspoon. And I'll bring y'all into the camera, into the thing in a minute. Let me see. I put one in there, so okay. So half a stick of butter and 2 teaspoons are in the pot. So I'm just going to stir it. This is a thickener. That's all this is a thickener. And I'm gonna add, I should go get my milk, but you know what, I'll just work with the half and half. But I don't want it too creamy, I mean too thick. And I got a little on there, but that's okay. So, yeah, so you see the consistency. Do you need to do you have to do this part? Nope, you don't. You don't have to do this. But do I like to do it? Yes, I do. All right, let me open my milk. You just stir it and then add your cheeses. So I'm gonna add in, you know what, I know I'm gonna have to go run and get my regular milk. I'm adding my Velveeta pieces. Should add on some gloves. Okay, I'm about to sit y'all down so I can get the Gouda and the pepper jack. And this time I'm going to secure it. I'll take it off of this. All right, let me wash my hands real quick. All right. I'm gonna open up the Gouda. So right now that's on low, and it's just going to melt the cheese. Isn't this fun? Isn't this fun? Cooking with love. Everything's made with love. Right? Everything's made with love. So we got some Gouda pieces. And I'm just going to take the slices. I know a lot of people shred it, or you get the, you know, these were on sale. I was at Kroger's and I was like, what's on sale? That's what we're going with. We're going with what's on sale. We're making a cheese sauce. And Gouda makes everything taste better, especially mac and cheese. It's so good because it gives it that little tang that it needs. And then Colby Jack. I thought it was pepper jack. It's Colby Jack. You can use whatever cheese you like. It doesn't matter. Whatever cheese you like. If you got a bunch of cheeses in your refrigerator, just empty them all together. Dump them all in there and go for it. I'm trying not to tear this because I may not use all of it. Jeez Louise! Why you gotta make it so difficult to get in the cheese, right? Or is it me and my patience that needs press-on nails? We're open! We're open! Alright, let's see how our... Once I put everything in, I'll come back and show y'all. It's melting slow. That's the thing. You gotta have patience when you're making this with the roux. A lot of people don't do this. They dump all that in there. They dump it all. They don't even melt it. They just dump it all in a bowl. Or they would put it all inside of the container where the noodles are and let the oven do the melting. But no, I want to melt it myself so I can see the consistency of it. And I love a cheesy mac and cheese. Cheesy. Cheesy, cheesy, cheesy. Cheesy, cheesy, cheesy. But I may, you know what? I may put some of these in there raw. I may cut them up and just, yeah, I think I will. I like to experiment and do things differently. Why am I whispering? Anywho, and also whatever cheese sauce I don't use from this, I'll make something else out of it with the leftovers. I should not use all this pepper jack. Maybe I want a burger or something this week. Let me save me a few slices. Save me a few slices, right? Yeah, I'm gonna save me a few slices. I may want something this week. It's gonna be so creamy, y'all. And then I have to add the sour cream. It's gonna be so creamy and good. So creamy and good. All right, I'm gonna leave a little bitty piece of Velveeta. For what? I don't know, but I may need it. There ain't no need of putting it all in there. I may come back and do it, but right now I'm leaving it off. I'm leaving it out. All right. Let me wash and then I'll get y'all in the camera. Oh, and let me go ahead and add the sugar too. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna add it, but I'm gonna put it over there. But when I do want to add it, this is sugar. It's like 3/4 cup, but I'm not gonna put that much in there. It's just a sprinkle. Due to taste. All right. So our roux is coming along. We just waiting on this cheese to melt. Slowly though, slowly. And that thickener that we made is gonna make sure that the cheese get thick because the flour is in there. So it's coming. Y'all, I have used this pan for everything. I only used one pan today. One pan chick. I used that pan to, first thing I used was to boil the chicken in, right? And then I used that pan to boil the noodles in. Like, I'm not getting all these different pots and pans and have a lot to clean. And besides, I'm doing it one at a time, so it works. If I was cooking all this at the same time, of course I couldn't do it, but I'm making content for you guys. So I'm making one dish at a time. Aren't I dedicated? All right, let's get back to the cheese. How are we coming along? See how creamy that's getting? It's coming along. It's gonna be stringy too. It's gonna have that cheese pull. Look, it's gonna have that cheese pull. All right, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. And I'm gonna add some little, go ahead and add a little sugar in it. It just takes away the tartness. Takes away the tartness. Ew, that's gonna be good. Let me add some more half and half, or whatever you have. You have milk. Like doing the thickener, you can definitely use just milk with this because you added the thickness that the creams would give you. So you technically don't have to do, but just keep in mind, like whenever you do half and half, those have butter in it, you know? So you're adding that flavor to it as well. Yeah. It's gonna be creamy. I could technically stop here and let the rest melt. Let the rest melt in the milk while it's cooking. And now, you know what? I think I am. Let's go back over here. And go ahead and get this. Go ahead and get this going. Because it's been a long day. Long day, long day. All right, can y'all see what I'm doing? Mac and cheese. Sharp cheddar is going in there too. All right, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. Turn it off. All right, got the half and half over here. This is sour cream, and they're left over. Like I use these. I use this one. I forgot what I made. Anyways, it's leftover sour cream, and I'm going to put it in here. All right, so we're going to take our melted cheese and pour it on the mac, on the noodles. Woo. The only thing that I'm not adding that I normally do is my seasoned salt, but that's okay. Let's get all that good cheese out. All right. Put the sugar back. No, I'm probably gonna leave that. I'm coming, y'all. I'm coming. Just filling up this pot. Because you know, whenever you put cheese in a pot and you let it dry, I don't have time to be scrubbing. So let's go ahead and put hot water and soak in it now. So we don't have to work hard, right? Smart, not hard. And it only takes a minute. All right, back. So look at this cheese. Look at this cheese. Look how cheesy that is, and I'm not even done with it yet. I still gotta do the sour cream. And lots of more milk because I don't want it to be, I want it to be creamy with a crusty top. Kind of like my chicken spaghetti was. All right, let me finish putting this together. All right, so let me get my phone so I can see how we're looking. I don't be liking having the video with my head almost cut off on it. But you know what? My head's in it. All right, let's add in some sour cream. Why? Because sour cream makes mac and cheese taste Oh, so good. Oh, so good. Again, lactose intolerant people, this is not your dish. Well, not this version. They do have other versions of mac and cheese that you can eat, but this is a lot of cream. So let me just you know what? Let me go ahead and add in that shredded cheese and that milk, and I'm just gonna, so I won't have to keep stopping and stirring. Let's just do it all at once. Let's dump. We like those dump recipes, don't we? This is another dump recipe. A lot of recipes are really dump recipes. You just dump. Dump it and stir and go. I don't add egg to my mac and cheese. It's not needed. It's not needed. This is sharp cheddar, and I want some of it inside of it. It's gonna go on top, but I just want a little strong. I got my nose all in it. Okay, let me add a little bit more milk because I want it to be loose and creamy. Gosh, it's gonna be overflowing. This is gonna be overflowing. I'm definitely gonna have to make sure I have the liner down. Oh, this looks so good and juicy. This is always the first thing to go at the cookouts, the mac and cheese. I may have to do a little bit more sugar too because I added that sour cream, and that sour cream sometimes have a tart taste. But I'll taste the cheese sauce in a minute. So I got what I have left to cook. I gotta clean the greens. And yeah, this is creamy. Clean the greens, but it's still a little too thick. I want it thinner. Because it's going to bake uncovered. And I don't want it to dry out on me. Let me put my oven on 350 because I think it's on 400. Yeah, I don't want it to dry out on me, but I do want that crust on the top. So, just gotta make sure it's creamy. Yeah. Creamy, creamy. It's gonna weigh like heavy. I didn't even tell you how much milk I put in here. It definitely wasn't all of this. Just pour till you get to a good creamy consistency, and I'll show you that. I'll show you that. Some of my recipes just don't have, they just don't have measurements. They just don't. And this is one of them that just don't have measurements. Let me add a little bit more black pepper. I'm not doing it onion powder, garlic powder. I ain't doing all that for my mac and cheese. I'm not doing all of that. All you need is some good black pepper and salt, and maybe some seasoned salt, but I ain't got, well, I don't do seasoned salt and salt. I do either or, and I've already added salt, but I'll taste it. But I do love a good black pepper mac and cheese. All right, the creaminess is where I want it. Let me show you. The creaminess is where I want it. You see the creaminess? So yeah, I like that. You can hear that noise real good. All right, that's the creaminess. Consistency. You don't want to put a dry mac and cheese in there. You don't want to put a dry one in the oven because you don't do that. All right, let me taste it. Let me taste it. Dun, 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 dun. It does need a little salt. It needs a little sugar. So this is sugar. How much y'all think I was adding salt like this? It needs to be a little sweeter to taste. And then a little bit more salt for flavor. And let's stir and go from there and see. It's all about testing it out, seeing how it goes. And if you do add egg, you want to do this step before you, well, you know what? People eat raw eggs. I mean, I don't know what the big deal is about that. I just thought about that. Like, people like, don't add egg, or kind of like how I did earlier with my dressing. It's like I tasted before I added the egg, but people drink raw eggs. I don't think it's not going to kill you that I'm aware of. That I'm aware of. All right, let's taste it. That's it. That's it, and that's all. That's it, and that's all. That's good. It didn't need that was the sugar. It needed more sugar. Should I add paprika? It doesn't have a taste. It's just gonna give it that color. So I'll add a little bit. But you technically don't have to add paprika. Like, it's just for the golden color. So we'll go ahead and do that. I have smoked paprika, and I should have done that, but you know that Gouda is a little smoked too, so I didn't want the smokiness to be too overpowering. So I didn't do the smoke paprika, but if I just had the regular cheeses, I would have did my smoked paprika. All right. Now we're getting somewhere, girl. You added this? I'm gonna add a little more. It ain't gonna hurt. Just make it a little bit more creamier. All right. Because remember, it's gonna be uncovered for 30 minutes. So, and I'll come back and show y'all when it's ready. Now, I'm not gonna be able to do a taste test. I can't taste test this, but I just taste it, and it's gonna taste the same as it's gonna be cooked. And it's good. So let's add the cheese, but I will come back and show you to make sure I don't burn it, right? This is gonna give it that pretty golden color on top, and I always use sharp on the top of my mac and cheese. I always do sharp. That's just my preference. I didn't add any mozzarella. I normally do mozzarella as well. I didn't do mozzarella this time. Not like I didn't have it. I just didn't do it because mozzarella usually give it that nice pull too. Cheese, please. Listen, these people gonna be eating good. Gonna be eating good tomorrow. All right, just trying to clean up my corners. Spread my cheese out. And it's going in the oven. I ain't doing no sprinkles of no parsley. No, we ain't doing that. Because they be making it look ugly to me. They be making it look ugly with that dry parsley on it. All right, so this is the before picture. And you put it in the oven. On the bottom rack, where is my... $30 minutes. Look at that thick mac and cheese. Alexa, set the timer for 30 minutes. I'll be back. I'm back. Guess what's done? Guess what's done? All right, I just took it out of the oven. So I did a total of 45 minutes because why? After 30 minutes, it didn't have that brown crustation that I wanted on it like it does now. That golden brown, I wanted that. I wanted the cheese to have that crust on it because it looks so pretty like that. And yeah, hear that? Yes, that's what I want. I like my mac and cheese to be like that on the top. So yeah, that is the finished product. I promise y'all it is not burnt. It kind of looked like that on the camera, but hopefully it won't show too much like that on the video because it's absolutely perfect. Thank y'all for joining me on another video. I have one more to do, so I'll be back. Thanks for watching.